In this tutorial I will show you how to do this beautiful moss stitch border. It's a really simple but really elegant and beautiful way to finish off a project. Obviously this is a baby blanket that I've just completed. You'll have probably seen it on my Instagram if you follow me, and I decided to try something a little different that I haven't done before and just add a moss stitch border, but it gives wonderfully straight edges and obviously really nice sharp corners as well, which I think just gives it that little bit, that really professional and nice finish. So for anyone that's wondering, this is my corner to corner tutorial, and forgive all the ends, I haven't obviously got rid of any of those yet but I will link that down below just in case anybody wants it. But if you're new here to the Blossom Crochet channel, then just subscribe now so that you stay up to date with all of my future tutorials. So I'm going to do the border just around this little tiny corner to corner sample piece that I've got here, and you can either use lots of different colours, which would look great. Obviously I've used 3 colours in my example one that I just showed you, and you can do as many rows of each colour as you like. So let me just bring this one back for a second. So I did 2 rows of the white, and then I did 2 rows of the light grey. I did 1 row of the dark grey because I didn't want it to be too big, and then 1 final row of white just to lift that dark grey again. So you can see the difference in the effect that you get from doing 2 or 1 rows. So the white I've got 2, the pale grey I've got 2, however the dark grey I only have 1 row. So you can do as many rows of the colours as you like. So I'm going to start with a standing double crochet, and to do that you start with a slip knot on your hook. Now you can start anywhere on your project that you like. I'm just going to start around this stitch just here. And to do a standing double crochet, you just want to yarn over and pull up, just move that tail, and yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. So that is your first standing double crochet. You're then going to chain 1, and you're going to miss some space. Basically you want to leave spaces between your doubles. So obviously I'm on a corner to corner here, so it is a little more tricky. However, if you were doing this round a granny square, it would just be easy. You would simply double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and double crochet in the next, and you just work along like that. However, obviously with a corner to corner, the stitches aren't as defined as they would be in a granny square. So I'm going to miss some space, and then I'm going to go into a stitch just here and do a double crochet, chain 1, skip some, double crochet, chain 1, skip some space and double crochet, chain 1, and then when you get to your first corner you will do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then back into the same space where you did your first double crochet here, you'll do another double crochet, chain 1, obviously skip some space again, and double crochet, and you will continue to do that all the way along your next side, chain 1, and then again I will meet you when you get to your corner. However, obviously I'm very nearly at my corner now, so I'm just going to keep going and just working that tail in as I go. And then I'm obviously at my next corner again now, and in the same way as you did on your last corner, you're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then back in the same space, another double crochet. and that is how you will work all the way around. And you can see already you've got nice straight edges and a relatively sharp corner, but that will get more defined as we do the next row. So if you want to carry on doing that all the way around, and then I will meet you to close off at the beginning. So when you get back towards the other side, obviously once you've done your final double crochet, you need to make sure you remember to do your chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of that first double crochet that we did. And again, now you can snip off and change colour, or you can carry on in the same colour yarn that you've got. So I'm going to snip off just so that I can show you the colour change now. However, if you were going to continue with the same yarn, you'd chain 1 to get to the height that you need for your double crochet, and I would pop a stitch marker into this chain 1, because when you get back round to the other end, you want to make sure that you don't work into it, you want to work into the next stitch. So you would chain 1 to move up, but then you would go into this first chain 1 space just here and do a double crochet. And because you'll have your stitch marker in this stitch here, you'll know that you don't want to work into that stitch, you want to work into the top of the double crochet that you've just done. So you would slip stitch into the top of that. However, I'm obviously finishing on this row here, and I'm going to change colour. And again, I'm going to start with a standing double crochet. So I'll have my slip knot on my hook, and you're going to start in one of the chain 1 spaces in between your double crochets. So I'll just do my standing double. So that is my first standing double. You will then chain 1 and skip over your double crochet from the previous row and work in that chain 1 space to do another double. Chain 1, work into your next chain 1 space and do a double, and I'm at my corner here, so I will chain 1 as normal, and then into our chain 2. If you remember, it was a chain 2 for our corner spaces. We will do the same thing we did last time. We will work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and into that same space you will do another double crochet. Chain 1, you'll skip that first double crochet here and work into the chain 1 space. And do your double crochet, chain 1, into your next chain 1 space, double crochet and chain 1, and you will work that all the way along. So I'll just speed up a little bit here so that we can get to this next corner. And you just make sure you always remember to do your chain 1 in between your double crochet stitches. And again, I'm at my corner again now, so I just wanted to work 1 more corner with you. And so into that chain 2 space, you will do your double crochet, chain 2, and back into that same space, another double crochet, chain 1, and you'll skip this first double crochet just here and work into that chain 1 space. So if you want to continue that all the way around, and I will meet you in just a second, and I will do 1 final row with you just so that you can see how it works. And as I say, you can do as many rows of each colour as you like. You can do 1 row of each colour like I'm doing here, or you can do them all the same, or you can do 2 rows of each colour, which actually looks really nice as well. So I mixed it up a bit on my sample piece. Obviously I did a few with 2 rows, and then I just did 1 row of the dark grey. But I will meet you in just a second, and we will do 1 more round. And so again, when you get back round, you need to make sure you do your final chain 1 after that last double and slip stitch into the top of that very first double crochet that you did. Now obviously if you started with a new colour as I did, it will be very obvious because you'll have your slip knot just next to it, but if you had moved on from the previous row, you would just take your marker out of that chain 1 that you did and skip that completely and slip stitch into the top of the first proper double crochet that you did. And again, I'm going to change colours. But you can see it's working up really nicely. You've got very nice, sharp, neat corners. So again, I'm going to start with my standing double crochet. And you can start anywhere on your project as long as it is in one of those chain 1 spaces. Chain 1. And then in exactly the same way as the previous row, you will skip over the double and work into the chain 1 space. And then when you get to your corner, in exactly the same way, you will chain 1 and then into the chain 2 space from the previous row. Just here, you will work 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet in that same space, chain 1 and skip over that very first double after the corner. And you would again just continue that all the way around, and then I will meet you one last time as you close off. So again, I have done my final double crochet and chain 1, and I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that very first double crochet. Chain 1 and I'm snipping off again. So there, now you can see how the moss stitch would work up, and obviously I have changed colours every row. If you'd done 2 rows of each colour, it would look more so like this first section just here. I mean, the light grey is probably quite hard to see, but there are 2 rows of white and 2 of the pale grey. But you get beautifully straight edges. I'm sure you can see just how straight they are, and really nice sharp right angle corners as well. So it's a really neat way to finish off one of your projects. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this moss stitch border tutorial, and I hope that you will join me for another one very soon. But please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.